Hi, I'm Michael Ehrman. I'm one of the founders of Halo, and my role is I'm responsible for all the technology of Halo, both the collar, the app, and the system as a whole. Well, the Halo collar is the most advanced pet containment solution brought to market, and it's designed to help your dog, your best friend, be both safe but free at the same time. Well, first, the Halo contains GPS inside that's extremely accurate so that the collar knows where your dog is at all times, and it sends that information to your phone anywhere, anytime, whenever you want to see and find your dog. But beyond that, and what's most important, is it's designed to keep your dog safe. So the Halo app lets you design what we call a Halo fence, and you can design up to 20 of them. And as long as your dog is inside the fence, it's free to run around without anything but its collar. The collar will give your dog feedback if it attempts to leave using a combination of sounds, vibration, and static feedback that you set up, you customize for your dog, and your dog will learn to recognize that it means don't leave the fence. Right, so the Halo method for training your dog is using what we call associative learning. Your dog will learn to associate the sound or vibration coming from the collar with a reaction. And in this case, it's to stop and turn around. We don't use fear, we don't use pain, we use just memorization and dog's imprint. And the way you do that is we take you through a step-by-step process led by Cesar Milan, who has a proven method that will work on every dog, where you will practice with your dog, teach it how to respond, and then through repetition, your dog will memorize it. And once your dog memorizes how to respond to the collar, it will know how to respond forever. And it's something that's both fun for you, fun for your dog, and will help build and strengthen the bond between you and your dog. My dog is a golden doodle, and he learned in about 3 days. I know other dogs that learn within 5 minutes, and other dogs can take a week or 2 weeks. I have not heard of a dog who hasn't learned it well within about 2 weeks. And then, of course, repetition is there to kind of reinforce it, to create that imprint in your dog's memory that will last a lifetime. Right. Halo is definitely not a shock collar at all. A shock collar is a tool that is used to create pain in your dog so that your dog creates a negative association or fear-based association that it then tries to avoid. The electrical impulse typically is very, very light, similar to a shock you might get if you touch a doorknob after walking on carpet. It does not hurt at all your dog. If you set it too high, then you really aren't following our guidance. The purpose, again, is just to get their attention so that once we have their attention, they will respond to a command. So when you start the Halo dog training process or pet training process, one of the first steps is to figure out the right feedback for your dog. Some dogs respond perfectly in all environments to just audible feedback. Some dogs respond very well to the vibration feedback. Other dogs respond better to the static feedback. They're all optional. You pick the right sound, the right vibration, the right static, if at all, whatever works best for your dog. Many of our customers don't use static. Many of our customers don't use vibration. So it's very important to figure out what works best for your dog, and that's really one of the first steps in the training program. Halo is a GPS-enabled dog collar in that it uses GPS to know where it is at all times. Halo is a lot more than that, even just from a GPS perspective. It's the most connected dog collar on the market. It's always connected. It has the most connectivity options, and it gives you real-time location all the time. There's so much more than Halo than just tracking. Obviously, there's the containment element. There's indoor functionality with beacons. There's activity tracking. There's training functionality. There's a lot more that you can do with Halo, and we look at Halo as really an all-in-one collar, not just a GPS collar. the Halo is designed to fit dogs with an 11-inch neck or larger. Typically, that means a dog of about 20 to 25 pounds or more, depending on your dog's neck size. That's really the main constraint. There's a lot of technology packed into H Halo, so it's certainly not a tiny little device, but it's also designed to be very sleek and look great when your dog is wearing it. But it is definitely designed for medium to large dogs with, like I said, about 11-inch neck or larger. Right, so when you set up a Halo fence, the app will kind of walk you through the process. You can set it up on a very small area. It could be as small as about 250 square feet. You could also set it up in a pretty large area of thousands of square miles. Obviously, it has to be a fence that's practical, so we kind of guide you through setting it up and making sure it makes sense for your dog. But our typical, and this is maybe most interesting, the typical fence size for our customers is about 1/4 acre. So that's the most common fence size that we have. Well, dogs love to swim. They love to go out in the rain. So we knew from the beginning our Halo needed to be completely waterproof, which it is and always has been. We do recommend that you dry the Halo before you charge it. Like your phone and a lot of other devices, it's electronic. So we don't want to apply electricity to a wet product, but it's easy to dry and it's very capable of being wet. We love our dogs who go swimming. We love getting pictures of dogs who are swimming with their Halos and or out in the rain or snow. That's what dogs do. So it's been designed that way from the beginning. Right, so the Halo has 3 ways to communicate to your phone. One is through Bluetooth, another is Wi-Fi, and another is cellular. Wi-Fi is definitely an option, but we strongly recommend it because when your dog's inside, and most dogs spend most of their day inside, Halo still wants to stay connected at all times to the internet, and cellular connectivity is often very weak in indoor environments. So we definitely recommend setting up Wi-Fi just to keep your collar connected all the time. Every Halo ships with a SIM card that's already activated and will provide unlimited data connectivity over cellular data network. You don't have to activate it. You don't use your own plan. It's just part of the Halo membership plan is unlimited cellular data. Yes, to use your Halo, you're going to need a Halo Pack membership plan. We offer 3 membership tiers. The bronze plan starts as low as $5.99 a month. We give you, with each one of those plans, a unlimited cellular data plan, so you don't have to think about cellular data, and a lot more. You can read more about the plans on our website and how to differentiate the 3 plan levels and what each one comes with. Well, absolutely, Halo is worth the money. It is the most advanced pet containment solution ever invented, and also the most cost-effective. When you compare other pet containment options that are out there, the price for a Halo is certainly much lower. For example, if you want to contain your dog with a physical fence, which is a very common thing to do, physical fences can cost easily $10,000, really no less than about $1,000, but typically about $10,000 for a physical fence. And it could go a lot higher depending on the size of your fence. A underground wire fence, which used to be the state of the art for pet containment, is typically about $2,000 to $3,000 installed. Could be as low as $900 to $1,000, but installed typically is between $2,000 and $3,000. So the Halo is certainly much more cost-effective than that solution. And then finally, there are other pet containment solutions that are out on the market that are newer, and Halo is the most cost-effective one out there. So definitely look around, but what you'll find is for pet containment, Halo is definitely the most cost-effective option. Halo's mission is to keep your dog from leaving in the first place. And to do that, you really need a true containment solution. And Halo is the most cost-effective that is out there. Halo Collar has been used by over 140,000 dogs so far, of every breed that you could imagine, over 350 breeds of dogs, and almost every age of dog you could imagine, starting with Halo. From about 5 months old is really about where we would recommend you might consider starting training your dog on Halo. But we have dogs who start with Halo at 14 years old. So Halo's been successfully used by many Halo Pack members, some of whom have agreed to put testimonial videos on our website. So feel free to go check those out and see from real people what Halo does, how it works for them, and what their experience has been. Sorry, Halo doesn't work for our feline friends. So yes, I have 2 dogs. I have Jesse, who's a 5-year-old miniature golden doodle. He's about 45 pounds. He uses Halo every day and he loves it. I also have Ozzy. He's a 3-year-old Chihuahua, half poodle, half Chihuahua. He's only about 15 pounds, so he's a little too small to use his Halo. He's very jealous of his brother.